and all the marriage experiences, but I would like to go back to 61 years ago when we first got, well, we only got married once, so we got married. We had our spiritual director, whom some of you know. He was Father James Reuter. And we used to go to him every Saturday for pre-Cana and all kinds of counseling for preparation for marriage. Anyway, he said, when God made man, he made man to be like himself. And you know, God, there's only one, but there are three persons. And there's this continuous communication among the three persons. Between God the Father and God the Son, there's that mutual love that is so powerful. It's the Holy Spirit. So the Holy Spirit is the spirit of love. And also, as married couple, and or even as just God's beloved, all of us, we were willed into being. We were loved into being. We were loved before we were. So God's love is a form of communication, constantly giving us love messages. And so communication seems to be the basis of mutual understanding. You cannot just keep your love to yourself. If you love someone, you have to show it. And this is exactly what I had in mind when I thought of sharing with Yam and Dick.
Wow.
You see, years ago,
Thank you, Nina.
Thank you.
I have a notebook for each of you, but there's an extra one. So the one who writes more prolifically can have the second notebook. And you have your set of pens. Because,
Thank you.
yes, because once upon a time, when Oscar and I, actually it was 1974, Oscar and I joined the marriage encounter, we were advised to write to each other, to write a love letter every day. We filled up several notebooks. And, well, I filled up the whole thing. Well, because I was a teacher and I always had 1 hour we used for conference period. We would conference with ourselves. So I would write Oscar a love letter every day, and he did the same thing. And so in the evening, we would pray together, and then we would exchange notebooks, and so read each other's love letter. And you can choose a topic that after you've exchanged for the next day. So you don't start groping for ideas on what to write. So you say, for example, okay, for tomorrow, we will write on our mothers-in-law. How you feel about your mother-in-law. And you can be open. But before you exchange notebooks, you pray to be receptive, to be open, and to accept the feeling of each other. Because feelings, we are not responsible for them. We are not. Because emotions, they just come. If you're angry, you're angry. But what you do with your feelings, you're responsible for. So, for instance, we would talk about finances. If I'm worried about where our next payment for the tuitions of the kids, we had 4 sons, and I would write about it. whatever, but you have to choose a topic so that you are both writing about the same thing. And see, in many cases, your ideas merge, you agree, but sometimes you don't, which is good, because then you can resolve whatever disagreement you have. But with God's help, I know you two will have so many more blessings waiting for you. And today and every day we will include you in our prayers. We actually have included you already. I don't think, yes, I don't think about it. We've been praying, and I've prayed especially at the shrine of Saint Anne de Beaupré in Quebec. So thank you for this wonderful chance to renew our feelings of 61 years. And thank you to everyone who has been very supportive of one another. And we have our special guest from our celebrity constellation.
I said, be naman.
Sorry. He said, give me my chance.
Well, in our house, 6 cooks I wash. Okay. But we have 2 unofficial titles. She's Public Relations Officer. I am Chief Financial Officer. One thing she forgot to mention is when our father Reuter married us, a Jesuit from New Jersey. There's one thing we remember and we practice. He said, don't let the sun set on a parallel. So every night, we kiss goodnight, and we forget what happened today, and then you start another day, and you don't bury your hate or whatever, you're angry for so long. Otherwise, that would be the start of something else. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Also, Father Reuter said our matrimony is a sacrament. Is it a sacrament? Is an institution. Is an outward sign instituted by Christ to give grace. So from baptism on all the way to the final blessing, these are sacraments. We all know our sacraments, but the ring, the wedding ring, is not a sacrament, but it's a sacramental. And a sacramental is also an outward sign that we can use to grow and to nurture the sacrament with which it is connected. And so, because this is a sacramental, just like your blessed medals and religious objects, your ring has been blessed and re-blessed again today. So, it is a sacred object. So from the first day we were married, we would kiss each other's ring. So, but we don't take it off. I don't take it off and say, here, kiss it. No, we just leave it in our fingers and we kiss each other's, like mano. Sort of mano kami. And so we've been doing that. And so when Father said, don't let the sun set on a quarrel, how can you still be quarreling if you are kissing each other's ring? And then you can kiss. Lips to lips.
Something else.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, he said, it's time to...
It's time for the reception.
Thank you. Everybody say before the kiss, we just have a brief message from mommies. Okay, the mommies are here. Leslie, anong message mo sa kanila?
I forgot to think about that. I forgot. Okay. For Dick and Yam, I hope that you will understand me. You will understand be more understanding of each other, and always have God at the center of your life.
Hey!
I have nothing to say to both of you. Just love each other. Try to remember that whenever you have problems, we are here for you.
Well, thank you for those for the second homily. If ever you have not gone through a marriage encounter, I would recommend.
Where's our reception?
Your
Lastly, as a special gift to Dick and Yam, their son Mickey is going to sing their theme song.
Pero, just a few words lang. Yeah, but I guess backtrack to 10 years ago. I remember, diba usually, like, before you propose to someone, you ask the mom, the dad of the bride, diba? But then we had a special case. So, Pops actually also asked me if he could marry my mom. And that was probably the easiest yes that I've ever said in my entire life. So, thank you for what was probably the best 10 years of not just my life, but both our life, all of our lives. And yeah, masyadong kabisado to. I'll try my best.
A is for effort.